Let's get some music going. Okay. Techno acts, royalty free. As per usual. Playlists. Sure, until your engine stops. That sounds like something. No. Huh. Okay. So, from earlier today, we were working on making the pushdown. Also, we're making filter pushdown past projections to, if a filter depended on an element of the projection, pushing down that part of the projection, and if not, splitting it. So we can do selective pushes. Okay. So, I'm gonna go look in optimizer.scala. The other possibility would be if we have a filter that's not pushing. Okay, so some other cases that I don't think we've covered very well with our tests. Yeah. Ensure filter. Filter push down without alias reference does not move a projection. Think this would be what I would expect. Okay. Test that. We might need a code change to support this now that I think about it. Optimizer 1823. We've effectively pushed down. Let's go ahead and get the treadmill going again. Cool. Did I screw up? I could see that. Oh yeah, that's not the thing that makes sense. Oh, and actually we probably wouldn't move that either. Cool, that looks about right. Other thing I was going to add over here is going to be this one. Okay. Alias is to push for filter. So because there are no aliases to push for the filter, go ahead and take a look. So inside of our optimizer.scala, left behind aliases is not going to be empty, right? So this should evaluate to false. And then we go over here. Oh, we do have that covered actually here. If filter aliases is empty, is not empty, we do this. Otherwise, we do this. Great. All right. So we've got that code covered. That makes me feel a bit better. That's good. Let's see here. What else? What else do we want to do? I guess let's break this logic up a little bit so it's a little bit cleaner to read. Val. Pushed alias names. And then val we'll call this remaining aliases to a val. Let's give this, so we'll give this better names so that easier to read the code, because I like reading my code, or it's important to be able to read the code that I wrote later when it comes time to defend it in code review. Okay. What else are we going to do? It'll probably fail, but it'll fail in a way that isn't semantically important, and we can update it to match. But essentially what I want to make sure is that, like, yeah, here we go. And then at the top level, the okay. Cool. And then, assuming this still passes, we'll go ahead and we'll run the full test suite. As we get rid of -z. Ooh, and we see a bunch of failures. Okay. So this makes sense because we changed a lot of this logic. So we clearly screwed up something. And mostly it seems to be coming from Optimizer 1801. So let's go 1801 inside of Optimizer. So that means that my logic that stay up should always have something in it if pushdown is not empty. Is not true. Okay, let's think about this. Let's debug this a little bit more. Oh, I guess this would be the case where, I know, if we're referencing everything, if left behind alias, oh, if there are no aliases, if we're just doing a select. Okay. If we're doing a select, but we're not aliasing any of the fields. So let's say we're just like picking a few things, then that would be incorrect, right? Alias to push for filter, map, and left behind. Yeah, so there are no aliases, and that's why. Okay. if wait, what? So wait, this code not. If not stay up dot is empty else yeah can be empty it can also occur if there are no aliases in the production. Okay. Can't push plans without rewrite. That makes sense of something we might have changed. So, can't push plans without a rewrite. Plan test dot Scala line 79. Wait, I thought we were just running the filter pushdown suite. Whatever. Okay, line 31. Gotcha. So, project A plus B as E0. Filter. Let's go take a look at filter pushdown suite line 167. Yep, that makes sense. So how would we make this interesting? Okay, this makes sense. Why that test failed, and that test failed because it was testing for old logic, logic that we don't want anymore, or logic that is not that we don't want. It's testing for old, slightly incorrect behavior. So we start with local relation. Both start with local relation. Oh yeah, okay, wait, sorry. Put these in reverse, didn't I? No, okay, select A plus B as E. Oh yeah, I guess we wouldn't need this additional select here, would we? Um, doot. Can't push without rewrite. Originally, this test checked to make sure, check to see the rewrite was pushed, but there is no benefit to that. So I guess what we would want a minus B as F, and then we would want to pull out E and A minus B as F. Uh, oh. Okay, ABC0. Okay, ordering here doesn't really matter, but whatever. Cool. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Picked up tests, add a bit more coverage, fix the case where there are no aliases. Yeah, there are no aliases. That sounds about right. Cool. Well, let's do a git push. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So this seems like an improvement. Arguably, I think this is a strict improvement over our existing PR. So let's go take a look at our existing PR. All right, from a week ago, sure. So actually, I guess the other thing that I want to do is like read my code and see if it makes sense. Because like I don't, we've written this over a few days, and maybe I'm not right. Okay. Alias map, get alias map, reject. Okay. Elements that we are using in a okay. Projection elements that one of the filters that the filter references projection aliases that the filter references. Projection aliases that are not used in the filter, so we don't need to push. There's no projection elements used, and therefore also no evolution. Okay. Attribute map. Attribute map remove returns map rather than an attribute map, so rewrap. We need everything in this projection. Yeah. If there are no left behind aliases, then we've either used all of the aliases or there were no aliases to begin with. In either case, split up the in either case, try and split up the filter on the we can push individual components. There we go. We shouldn't. Does this make sense? We split it, and then, so I don't think we need replace alias. Let me try and push individual components. That do not use any of the that do not use any of, and see if we can push any individual components that do not use any of the aliases. Could there be a benefit? There could be. Okay. There could be a benefit. Be a benefit for we're taking stay up, and there could be a benefit if stay up has multiple elements in it to break up the projection further. But I mean, this is true. And try and apply and try and filter more aggressively, but that might not be worth it. Also might not be worth it. There could be a future benefit. Let's go ahead. I'm going to file a JIRA. for this? Because I don't know, like there could be a benefit, but like I'm also not really all that sure. So create improvement, priority, minor, summary for further improving filter pushdowns with multiple aliased distinct components. SQL this is a potential follow-up to cool. Let's go. Sure. So we just call that a potential follow-up because, like, maybe this is something worth doing. Probably not, but hey. Yes. Okay. Nothing changes. This element can safely be pushed past the projection since it does not depend on any alias introduced by the projection. Oh, cool. That kind of makes sense that we might have a failure there. Changed how this handles a non-trivial amount. Cool. Let's take a look. Okay, starts changing here. That ordering shouldn't really matter. Okay, let's go find filter pushdown one path suite. Filter pushdown one path suite. Where is this going to be? Line 157. Okay. B is greater than 0. Well, I guess the other interesting question, which we haven't done, is matching the order. order. Column order. So the interesting question is like, how important is it we match the column order? There are situations where, like, for example, if we were doing a select and writing it out to a CSV without a header, the fact that we're dynamically reordering these columns wouldn't be great. So maybe we actually do need to fix that. But I guess, sure, let's implement that. I don't love it, and it's going to break a bunch of other things, but by the projection. Okay. So fields.forall deterministic. Okay, so here we go. We are going to match column ordering. Named expression. Um, uh, it's gonna be alias helpers. Let's see here. Place aliases but keep name. Get alias map. Cute. Underscore name expression. Name expression. Where is it? Actually, original.map _.name .zip with index .toMap. Size. Updated.forEach. E response of name to index e.name data. That's the column ordering. It's not something we guarantee. We guarantee, but seems like it's could be useful, especially for folks writing out to raw file. And then we'll give it fields. Match column ordering. Fields. This one implicitly already should, right? We're just copying the projection. It's going to be the ones where we make a new projection, I think, that we're going to need to map it. But wait, the one that failed. What was the one that failed just now? The one that failed just now is like something weird. Filter push down one pass sweep. Filter push down one pass sweep. So there shouldn't, so we should have gone through this case. So these should all be the same because our left behind aliases should be empty. Oh, but it's not. If left behind aliases is empty. If left behind aliases is not empty, because here we've got alias. So the first one, left behind aliases, is going to be empty. In the second case, left behind aliases is not going to be empty. If filter aliases is empty, so filter aliases should be empty. So this should still just be filter child shouldn't matter. It's going to be the top level projection is the one that's going to matter. I think. Let's find out. I don't know. Okay. Um, hmm. Um, um, okay. Um, hmm. Is that this shouldn't matter here. But maybe it does. Well, okay, the first one at least. The first one that we come to. Um, hmm. Matching, but it doesn't look like it's actually doing that, did it? Right, because we've got, if we look at the outputs here. Oh, wait, what? These are not the same. Oh, god damn it. Hmm. Uh, right. Fuck me. top level prediction should have the same fields matching B1 loop matching so okay, so we'll go through here. Matching updated to original. So that clearly did not work. Right. Target is A1, B1. Current is BA1. Got what the fuck? What? I feel like I'm missing something obvious here, but wait, what am I doing wrong? I'm missing something. Moving A1 to 0. But that's not working? What? Let's just use sort with. Oh, I'm an idiot. Not an idiot. I am who I am. And the reason why it wasn't working is because, yeah, okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Great. Is going to be equal to updated.sort with yeah. Index a.name Scala sequence sort with. Yeah. Seems slower. I don't know which one's going to be faster, huh? Yeah, I think actually our previous code is going to be slightly faster than the sort with code. Let's get rid of that. Then we're going to go back and run our previous test, and we'll have to update the ordering to match. That's okay, though. Because now we're making the ordering stable and matching that of what our input is. So I think that's good. It doesn't take that much more time. Oh, yeah, we can drop this print line. Okay, filter pushdown suite. Which one failed? Cool. Filter pushdown suite. Push. Top one. It's going to be A, F, B, J, Okay. Seems right. Okay, let's go back, catalyst test. Let's see here. Okay, what's our changes? Okay, make projection column ordering stable with pushDown. With filter pushDown. Cool. Maybe, whatever, close enough. Okay, that's progress, I think. What else are we going to do here? This is pretty good, I'd say. Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, that's probably reasonable-ish progress. Oh right. Get log minus p. There's going to be a part in here where we introduce like cost or something like this. Yeah, there we go. Expected cost. So we don't really care for expected cost anymore. So after this is done running, actually, should be fine. We can do that now. Okay. Get revert minus abort. I guess. Get diff. Well, maybe we should do the revert. Oh, it's after 5. Okay, you know what? Let's come back to this tomorrow. It's after 5 o'clock, and yeah, I could go sit outside and work on the book. I'm gonna double check and make sure that nothing is absolutely critical. What is that beeping sound about? Normally that is the sound of Slack being sad with me, but I don't see it. That's a lot of messages. Gmail? Doesn't look like it. Is it LinkedIn? I think so. It's like DMs exploding? No. No. Look, who is messaging me? And on what platform are they messaging me? Oh. Maybe it's Facebook. I don't super care normally. Whatever, someone's messaging me on a platform I don't know, don't care. Or I mean, I might care, but like I don't know what it is, and I check the common ones. So we'll call it a day. Oh, this still is not passing. We should probably test that. We'll come back to this tomorrow and try and figure out what's going on. So join me tomorrow for more tests. Or, yeah, fixing up. Fuck me. This is... is this a, like... Yeah, this is a Stack Overflow error. Okay, so we got into an infinite loop here. Let's go look optimizer line 1830. filtered aliases is not empty. Our filter child. Does 1830 show up elsewhere in the stack? Or is this just also like... I know I said I was going to go do other things, but I'm not great at sticking to those plans. This is fucking huge. We could try and more quickly push things down. Scratch? Wait, I don't have scratch? Okay. Huh. Attribute set 1830. Okay. Filter. What? Why is it running? We're not necessarily trying to make this sorted. My reference. If we're pushing something down through the projection, projection references. Although actually, I think we already extract that up here, don't we? No, those aren't necessarily... filter aliases. Filter aliases. What do we do with filter aliases? Okay, we can maybe simplify filter aliases a little bit, because we don't actually need the attribute map. Right? We just need the elements. Right? Let's filter alias. So filter map set of filter attributes. Oh. Filter attributes. Right. That sounds about right. Filter aliases. Filter attributes. It's going to be projection references plus projection references. It doesn't need to be a set. It can it's a sequence. No. Filter. Okay. What? Why do you think you need a string? Hmm. Efficient. Um, index sequence. Index sequence. Okay. Use an array sequence. Eval. This oh, I don't have my terminal up, do I? My bad. So there we go. Oh. Ugh. I can't spell. That's why. Fucking Excel, make you. Is it abstract? It is abstract. Okay, do we just call every sequence.empty? That's what I normally do. Immutable sequence. Yes, we could use array buffer. And maybe projection reference. Okay, projection references. Okay. Stack trace looks shorter. Inner joins with alias that contains multiple attributes. Missing attribute resolves attribute from input. Cannot resolve attribute in column missing from ABC and operator filter. It's not null A49. Int call 48. So int call 48 shouldn't have been moved down. Right? That's... Why was int call 48 moved down? Why did we not find... If left behind alias is empty. Okay. Pushing no aliases. Okay. Pushing $cond $left behind aliases and filter attributes. Oh. Left behind and used. Right. Let's see here. Pushing left behind, so we shouldn't. So why is used aliases empty. Oh, yeah. This should all be attributes, right? No, attribute to A. And our attribute map was filter. Okay. Seem right? I don't know. There we go. No, we still got 3 tests failing. Okay. So left behind is not empty, right? Why is left behind empty? Wait, no. Okay. What the fuck? These are clearly not the same. What the f— Okay. Attribute. Maybe the quality check is not implemented correctly. I could see that. Yeah, maybe that's the case. No. Okay. So what? Expression does not convert to assignment because receiver is not assignable. But okay, let's array buffer, fine. What the fuck? Okay. This is back to exploding, kind of like expected. Although we've done a non-trivial amount of work to yeah, okay, this keeps happening. So I guess the question is, let's go ahead. Pushing down to, okay, there's this infinite filters from constraints. Okay. So our logic here is not so if we have no left behind aliases, really, actually, I think the case that we should care about is the filter aliases is empty. Right, let's think about it. So if we have a bunch of left behind aliases, if the pushdown is empty, so a filter okay. If there are no filter aliases, then we just push the filter through behind aliases. If filter through if the filter aliases are empty, we've either we've then really all we do here is project dot copy child equals f dot copy and child. Right, because if there's no filter aliases used, then just take the filter, move it down. Otherwise, if left behind aliases is empty, oh, then this is getting confusing. Okay. Okay, so in general, we've got this. So we're not in the case where filter aliases is null. We're not in the case where left behind aliases is empty. Although we should be. Are we? Okay. Let's go look here. Okay. Of attempting to push through. So, pushing condition. So this doesn't make any sense to me. Right? At least we can see what's going on. Okay. Whatever. Okay. There we go. Replaced with this pushing. How the fuck is both left behind in call 40? How is left behind not getting updated? But so left behind aliases is just not getting updated realistically. Right? Like we've got int column 48, and over here we've got int column 48. Extends map. Why the fuck? Okay, fuck it. Let's Oh. I just want to map from attribute to alias. Thing. Yeah, and then we go ahead and we say, okay, if okay, attempting push down, sure. Replaced blop with blop using blop. Already used. Ah. Wait. Oh yeah, this logic is backwards. Oh wait, no, this isn't. So we are saying you are a map from attribute to alias. Oh, I know. Okay, here. Top. you are saying that you have already used this, but it's fucking there. Uh, oh. Okay. Yeah, okay, this is making more sense. Does that make sense? You are saying these two are not equal. I fucking hate this. Um, maybe these bullshit expression IDs, doesn't it? Is something we've dealt with before, where it's like everything looks pretty much the same. Let's go to the top. These are the same fucking expert IDs. Fine. Not what I wanted. Oh, fuck. Okay, we've got the control key virtually stuck on. The Razer keyboard, right? Yeah. Ah. Okay. Pressing both control keys. Fantastic. Okay. Let's 6 o'clock. I don't want to keep. I also really want to get this done. Okay, there we go. Okay, the plans are not equal. That's progress. Or something. And it's... There we go. Okay, so... At its base, we've got a filter is not null, A0 local relation. That's fine. And then that one should have an A0 push. Oh, this is wrong, maybe? Oh, wait, no, here, there we go. Okay, filter is not null, A0, and is not null. Yeah, let's go back and test our filter pushdown suite. All right, great. So let's go figure out what the fudge is going on. So this part's fixed. It's fixed by using expert IDs. So, and then over here, yeah, okay, if actually, yeah. If filter aliases is empty, then we can just push the filter through as is. Otherwise, okay. Attempting to push down through this projection. A0 is x64. It's Y0. Okay. So okay, so filter aliases is not going to be empty. Left behind aliases is empty. So we can split it. But yeah, otherwise, wait, what? The fuck? Oh. Yeah. So if we use every element of this filter, sorry, every element. This is a trivial projection. We shouldn't, unless the filter uses something that's not, it does. These are, okay, let's say that was more complex. Let's pretend this made sense. AX, B, AX and Y. We use X0 and we use Y0. So we shouldn't push anything through this, I don't think. Right? If left behind aliases is empty. Yeah, this doesn't make sense to push anything through this. Let's go up here. Once again, this doesn't make sense to push anything through this. This is the one where I'm not as convinced. Okay, because if we don't, like, let me convince myself. If there are no filter aliases, filter through as is. Seems reasonable. Then we've used all of the aliases. Okay. Yeah. So I see the test failure. I do. I think that this test failure is because invert filters from constraint suite is just bad. Or not bad. I think it's because the behavior that we're looking for is not ideal. Is that reasonable? Okay, what could we do? So, okay, some things we could do. We could... But right now we only split this if we get to the point that... So if left behind aliases is not empty, then we've got this condition. So left behind map is null. So we could in theory move So in theory, we could move int call 0. Wait, no, we shouldn't. Where? That agrees, that agrees. This projection. So it wants us to move is not null. Under fudge. It wants us to move, but we shouldn't. Because we're just double evaluating everything. Yeah, this is a really bad. I don't think these tests are good. I'm not convinced, to be clear. And I think I should come back to this tomorrow. So that's what I'm going to do. So, okay, cool. Thanks, everyone. Tomorrow I'm going to come back and I'm going to try and convince myself if these tests are right or wrong, because I think they're wrong. I think these tests need to be updated to match the new logic, right? Like what they're asking for does not make sense. But I am not 100% convinced of that fact. And I'm frequently wrong about things, especially like when I'm working on something for a while. I can get in like kind of a headspace where it's like, oh, this makes sense, this makes sense, this makes sense. And it's like, does it? I don't know. I don't know. Interestingly enough, the old code, interestingly enough, the old code would have pushed this through because of the expected cost being low. And the new code doesn't care about expected cost at all. Which, you know, does that make sense? It makes sense to me. I want to add some more tests, make sure that we're like getting reasonable things. And so I think we'll introduce an R-like into that and make sure we push through that R-like. But like at first pass, I think I'm okay. I could be wrong. Let's come back to this tomorrow, folks.